I mean, if you want to, or I mean, you don't want to show any leg.
I mean, I will.
Show some
Are we
leg.
recording now? We're recording.
Yeah, we're recording now. Skies out, thighs out, Leroy.
I saw the timer said you're now recording. I was just wondering because like all I see is SoCal's freaking head.
Really?
Just his
See,
head.
I can
I
see.
can't see his beard at all. Just his head.
I can see like I don't know a lot in my frame. Are you? What way is your
Oh.
phone oriented? Like, is your phone standing up or is
Landscape?
it sideways?
I said landscape.
I'm using a webcam.
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought my phone's camera was probably a lot better than my webcam. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It is. It says you're at 1080p. Jason, you're at 1920p, and I'm also at 1080p.
Nice.
So yeah,
Who else is using Android?
I am.
Okay.
I think it's just you two. I'm on a webcam.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
How did you know I was on Android?
No, I was
I
just
was what?
guessing.
Oh, all right.
Dude, not that technologically advanced over here.
The amount that I know about
So
technology is next to nothing. I have to do a lot of Google searches.
yeah.
I
So
used to know a lot.
Well, I don't know anything.
I don't know anything
I'm
anymore
old.
either. Don't feel
I'm
bad.
officially old. You guys know that,
Oh
right?
yeah,
I'm
dude.
officially old. 40.
I'll drink to that.
I know, right? I won't because I'm old. I have a hangover.
You got
It'll
one.
be terrible.
Be fine.
I had to. Can I just start storytelling right now? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so last week, right, I went down to Miami and I was hanging out with Gunny Garcia. And so we drove down and dropped Evan off in Savannah. Steve, you both might remember. Do you guys remember my neighbor when I lived in the apartments? The Mexican one, Marcos?
Sounds
When you lived in
familiar.
the one that was like across from like where my house was on Hunting Green,
Yeah. Lowerdale Apartments,
Yeah, that's
I
where the
remember those
Viper guy
apartments.
lived.
Yeah,
right? I had the Mexicans on one side and the Navajos on the other side.
yeah.
Yeah, so Marcos. Anyway, I'm still in touch with him, and he remarried, and now has all his kids from his first marriage, mostly, and all the kids from his new wife. I say wife because they've been together forever, but I don't think they actually got married. But they've been together a long time now. So anyway, they got like freaking 20,000 kids, right? So I dropped Evan off in Savannah with him. Evan's 14 now, and me and
Jesus.
Jess continue down to Miami, where we meet up with Christian and Anna. Anna and Jess get on a plane and go to the Dominican Republic to go to some yoga retreat. And me and Christian stayed in Miami for a week and just hung out.
I
Right?
can see where this is going.
So, it was amazing. It was a great time. Did a lot of fishing, did a lot of golfing, but Christian had got tickets to see Jamie Johnson, right? Country singer, old guy, right? So we went there, and this is what got me on the story: is the drinking thing, right? I drink maybe 2 or 3 times a year at this point. You know, it
Wow.
just
Yeah.
is. I don't know. It's not a conscious effort. It just happens. I just don't. I don't know.
You're too
But anyway,
busy.
we're at this Jamie Johnson concert. We meet up with Christian and some old high school friend of his, right, named Jeremy, and his wife. And this dude is housed the moment we met him. The doors haven't even opened. And this dude is completely housed. So anyway, we get into the concert and we're watching whatever, and I'm drinking water. right? And when we get into the concert, all they have is that what
Liquid
is it?
Death?
Something about death,
Seltzer?
liquid death. That's all they had,
Oh,
right? And it's like $6 a can, which whatever. This dude was paying for him. I wasn't paying for him. He was paying for him, but I was drinking the waters, and he kept saying, "Oh, you want a beer? You want a beer? You want a beer?" I was like, oh, "You know what? Okay, I have a beer. One beer. I have one beer." Right? This dude leaves, comes back with a beer, a full cup of freaking tequila and ice. 4 shots and ice. And he's like, "Oh, I spent $100 on this. It's for you." I'm like, "Fuck." I can say fuck, right?
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want, dude.
Okay, sweet. So I'm like, "Holy fuck!" And because I don't hardly drink anymore. You guys know I used to drink a lot, but I don't drink a lot now. And
I'm the same way.
I didn't want to be rude.
yep.
This dude spent $100 on this thing. So here I am at the Jamie Johnson concert drinking freaking tequila on the rocks and a Bud Light. And then I
Nice,
end
nice.
up drinking three more Bud Lights. So now I'm up 4 shots of tequila and 3 Bud Lights, and I wasn't like wasted, but I was feeling pretty damn good. Next day, terrible, felt terrible, absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
That's what brought that story up, though. Sorry.
No,
Well, if it makes you
this
feel
is
any
rare.
better.
This is rare for me. Like I bought a
Yeah.
12-pack the other day, and I still have over half of it in the fridge. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Just had a hankering for some beer, so I grabbed it.
Yeah, man.
Whatever.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But
No,
no,
the
I
last
definitely.
time I drank 6 beers, I had a rough next day and a half.
Yeah, right. And that's how it is these days. It used to be back when we were younger, right? When we used to get housed at Rena J's every freaking weekend. Um, I get completely wasted, wake up the next day, drink some more, and go to work Monday without even worrying about it, not even really affecting me at all. Now, if I get really, really housed, we're talking 3 or 4 days at least, of just
Recovery
feeling
time.
like absolute ass.
Wow.
Getting old, man.
Yeah, I'm 40 now too, man.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
I'm the
you're
young
old.
guy. I'm 39 and a half.
Yeah, you'll be there soon enough.
Yeah.
I'm already starting to get some gray right
Did you do
here.
anything cool for your? Oh yeah. just a little bit, right?
It's like
It
5 of them.
it doesn't look like it in the
I
camera,
got
but they're in
streaks.
there. I have white
Oh
ones in
yeah.
here, dude. You can't really see them because the
Oh well. Look
kind of.
look at look at all that.
Oh,
That's
you look
distinguished, isn't it?
distinguished as fuck, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, right? I know. But I got gray streaks through my hair too. Look at this. All through that.
Oh,
That's all
hell
gray.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that. I don't have
This
any.
was my midlife crisis, right? I decided to grow my hair out.
Dude, my midlife
Same.
crisis is it's this mohawk mullet combination thing.
Oh fuck yeah. I like it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Joy cut it in for me. She's like cutting my hair, and I'm like, give me my regular thing, like stupid fucking high fade that I always had since 2003. She's like, I'm gonna do something different. I think you're gonna like it. She starts fucking doing this. I'm just like, I do. She's like, just let it keep growing. I'm like, all right, we're doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty
Nice.
awesome.
It looks good, man.
You should grow yours out.
Yeah, dude.
I've
Let's
been
see what kind of
trying.
weird. Can you get a skullet at
Like,
least?
dude, you got
No,
to do
dude,
the skullet. That'd be,
I'm not.
dude.
Do
If
the
I
skullet.
started bald, I would totally
Come
do a
on.
skullet. I am starting
Yeah.
Just
bald. Look
wear
at
it.
this. Look,
Just wear a trucker
look.
cap over the top.
You
No,
guys see
no
that?
beanie if you do anything. Are you starting to
That's a
lose
bald
hair?
spot. Look at this. Yeah, man.
What
Oh,
happened? You
Look at
used to
this.
have the perfect hairline.
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
dude.
Are you
I have
His
the
getting
hairline
whole.
was
are
like
you getting the
flat, dude.
vampire widow's peak? It was 2
Yeah,
finger
well,
width
my
above
grandfather
his
had one.
eyebrows.
Yeah, well,
He had two
I think
years
I'm up
missing
to
of his eyebrows. And what are you at now? 3?
almost like 2.5. But like
Damn, all these years and you
in the
still don't have
corners,
a
it's coming.
forehead.
See, in the corners, it's coming back. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Anyway,
Well, with it
Jesse
slicked
hates my
back like
hair.
that, you get in a widow's peak, dude. You're gonna look like a natural Dracula. It's gonna be pretty bitchin'.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Just brush
I
in some
start
Just
doing
for Men to keep it dark.
my misfit spike.
Fuck yeah.
I don't think I'll be doing any just for men. Let's just keep it how it is. I'm good with that. I don't need to color it.
Yeah.
We'll let it get all gray. I don't care.
Just for
Yeah.
gray. That's what we need.
This is all compensation for not being able to grow anything up here. So
Yeah. I know it's there. I can't see it, but I know it's
what?
there.
The here?
The
No,
beard.
Anything. You're like zoomed into
I,
like,
ain't nothing.
I literally
oh,
could just
skeleton.
see like your nose up. That's all I see.
That's
Dude, you're
okay.
like
I don't know.
this.
On my camera, I can see like from my stomach up. So like, I don't know.
I don't know. Are you in
Maybe it's
landscape?
because there's like 3 of us.
Uh, hmm. No, I'm not in landscape.
Hmm.
I'm in portrait. But that's weird.
Well, let me see what happens if I go portrait. Oh yeah, I see a lot more.
Oh,
Oh, I see everybody a
Hey.
lot more. Look, holy
see,
crap, that
can
is
you see
long,
it
dude.
now?
You look like
Yeah.
you look like a leprechaun ZZ Top.
Oh, dude. So funny story. Now that you mentioned that, that's not the first time I've heard the ZZ Top thing. First time I've heard it
Yeah,
was
but the
Leprechaun,
leprechaun part.
right? But no. So I work in the service garage, and my lead has a beard, not quite as long, but still fairly decent. And we're both kind of bigger guys now, dude. I've put on a few pounds since you guys have seen me, and so we get out of the golf cart when we pull up to the shop, and one of the older guys in the shop, sees us getting out of the golf cart, and he goes, "Hey, I thought it was ZZ Top pulling up." And my buddy, without skipping a beat, goes,
Yep.
"Yeah, more like ZZ Muffin Top." I was just like, "Fuck, dude."
Yeah, it's a good one.
Nice.
But yeah,
I've
like I
actually
said,
been trying to get in shape, right? I lost a bunch of weight. Oh god.
Fuck yeah, man.
I lost my shoe too.
yeah, I seen a picture you put up
Yeah,
on
man.
Facebook, and it looked like you had lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah, man. I mean, I go all over the place. I was up in 2017. I was up to 260. Yeah, I was up
Damn.
there, and
That's
then I
fucking big for
dropped.
you.
Yeah, I know. So by 2018, though, I had dropped down to 200 pounds, right? So I lost 60 pounds in like 3 months doing that keto stuff, right? Which I
Nice.
loved. I thought it was awesome. I felt great. It was easy to lose weight. It was easy for me to do that diet because I mean that's all stuff I like. Cheese, meat.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Did you get that sickness for
um,
like the first 2 weeks when you started it?
not really. I mean,
I
maybe
never
a
do
little. Like
either whenever I go on it.
I had some
Hmm.
digestive problems the first couple of days, but after that, I mean, I felt amazing, and that was great, right? Until you guys know that Jesse's mom had that big stroke, right? So
Yeah.
that was in 2018, and Jesse went and stayed in Myrtle Beach to take care of her. So then I was stuck making meals for the kids and me. And then it got very difficult to make my keto meal and make something that wasn't quite so diet food for the kids. And I started, just eating the food I was making the kids. But I mean, I
Nice.
lost 60 pounds in right around 3 months. It took me 4 years to gain it back.
Damn.
So, I mean, that's pretty plus. Yeah. So when I left the schoolhouse in December and started working I work at the reserve unit now, turning wrenches again, and that sucks, but it is what it is. But when I got there, I'd gotten almost up to 250 again. So I started just watching what I eat and working out and things like that. I was at 249 on January 1st, and I'm hovering right around 222 right now.
Nice.
So,
I will say you do look smaller than when I saw you last year around this time.
yep.
Which
Yeah,
tracks.
for sure. Yep.
I stepped on a scale the
I
other
got
day.
this.
And I'm at like 235, 238.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
the
it's not
biggest I've ever
bad.
been in my life. No, that's the biggest I've
Yeah.
ever been in my entire life, though.
Yeah, I guess for you, I've always been a little heavier.
Well, yeah, you have
That's
a
all that.
bigger bone density and musculature density than
I like to
like
say
I don't
that.
know,
I like to say
I'm
that.
not fat. I'm just big boned.
big
Yeah, big
boned and
bones.
muscular.
I did get
I
this
mean, we're
friggin'
roughly the same height.
yeah. Yeah, but you're like what, 165?
Me? No, I'm fucking pushing 190 right now.
Oh, look at
Damn.
you.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I
that's
weighed
where I would
when I
like
got
to
out.
be.
Yeah, that's what I weighed when I got out of the Marine Corps.
This
Yeah.
is the heaviest I've like 190 is always about my high side, and I start fucking dropping back down to like 175. I'm like, I'm getting too heavy. And then I
Yeah.
drop
I have
back
a
down
much
to
bigger window.
175.
I get all the way to 250, 260 before I decide, oh, I'm a big fat fuck. And then I start losing weight. So,
Hmm.
I don't know.
If I ever crest 200, I'm going to be like, all right, those were some fun steroids. And
Yeah,
yeah, that's
right?
pretty much where it's going to end.
That's funny.
What did you
So,
do with your
yeah.
filter?
Huh? Who?
Leroy, you got like a fun
What
color
filter?
scheme going on.
He
On
didn't do
what?
nothing. I don't see anything.
I don't know. He like touched his phone and then it like switched to like a, I don't know, chromatic color. It's weird.
Oh,
Maybe I'm just all fucked
Oh.
up.
well, you
Well,
were
I
the
didn't
last
see
one to
that, but
join.
I did move my phone here because I was trying to sit differently because I was all laid out, looking all
Yeah, but you
sloppy.
looked
Didn't
comfortable,
want
like
this
you were
out.
like rocking it.
Oh, you should have heard his first option, dude. Tell him.
Oh, I was seriously contemplating doing this from the bathtub.
That would have been the best,
That's
especially
what
if
I
you have a
said.
rubber ducky.
Well, maybe next time. Maybe next
Glass of
time I'll do
wine.
it from the
Just
bathtub. I don't have a
just
problem with it.
in the bathtub with a glass
Yeah.
of wine would have been
Look,
fucking, and a candle, and a solitary candle.
Cigar,
Just
cigar.
fucking.
look, look. I'm telling you, my wife, my wife makes fun of me, right? Because she doesn't use the bath at all, you know. But I built a wooden platform to go across the bath so that I can put stuff on it while I'm in the bath. And I
Yes.
get in the
This
bath
sounds normal.
with a
Yeah.
I put a candle up there. I got freaking bath salts and bubbles and all kinds of crazy shit. And then, my body hurts. Okay, Epsom salt is my friend.
It's
So I get in
fantastic.
there and I soak in the bath.
I've never tried it.
Right, I soak in the bath. I
Oh,
feel a
you're
lot
missing
better.
out.
I get my. I bought this freaking stand that I'm using right now, and I put my tablet in it, and I like put it over the bath. I'd be watching TV and stuff. I'm good. I think it's great. But like today, I went and got some stuff with like coconut oil and shea butter and stuff like that because I went to the beach yesterday and I got royally burned. It was bad.
That's why I stay out of the sun, dude. I've already got like a fair enough complexion to. I'm just prone to burn.
Right.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you step
tan.
out in
Yeah.
the
So
sun,
I
like it
I got
bounces
home
off you, it
today.
goes back and gives the sun a sunburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
got
I don't.
I got
I
home, I
always
did
tell
my
people.
workout, and then I went straight into the bath.
I always tell people, dude, I don't fucking tan, dude. I just burn, and then it fucking turns red, and then it peels, and then I'm whiter
Oh, I
than when it
lost
started.
everybody.
Yeah, Leroy. Looks like you lost Wi-Fi.
Well, that's weird. Am I
There you
back?
are.
Oh,
Yep.
you're back for a
Right.
second. Yeah. Say something
Well,
else.
let's see what's going
Hit it.
on, man.
Hit it.
I don't know. Hold on.
According to my sidebar screen, he's got 1 bar of Wi-Fi.
Well, that's
Hmm.
weird.
Hmm.
That's not what it says.
Do you know the technical difficulties song?
Me?
I don't
No.
either, but we should make one up.
Mm-mm.
But we're having technical difficulties. Yeah. So what's up with you? How's Cali?
Uh, eh, nothing great, nothing terrible, but well, no, I'd say it's a lot terrible.
I mean, other than the taxes and the laws, can't be any worse than New York. And
Governor.
amount of people.
Well,
You have a lot
you
of
got you,
people there.
yeah, you got that one lady for governor, right? Hochul or something.
Yeah, which is
Hochul.
fucked up because she's from this side of the state, so she should be cool, but she's not.
Hmm. Yeah, dude, I think she's a tool. So is Gavin Newsom out here.
Well, Democratic governors are going to suck the cock of the big cities in their fucking state, and that's pretty much what she does. Even though she kowtows around all the small towns, and she's like, "Vote for me! I believe in unions," and we're like, "Well, fucking bring us some union jobs, then."
Yeah, dude. It's today. The new gas tax just went in for us,
Ooh,
so um, they're raising it. I think we got like the highest in the nation, like 59 cents on the gallon. So, and there's
it's got to be way more than that because I think your gas is closer to 6 than it is 4.
so I stopped and I filled up last night. I paid like 507 for premium.
Okay, that's not as bad. I think
No, but
premiums 409 here, but I've seen it higher in other places.
there you are.
He's back.
Okay, so oh wait, what are we doing here?
He's got some headphones. Got some headphones.
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
happened. I just backed out and then got
From
back in again.
what it looked like on my sidebar thing, like you got like a Wi-Fi signal thing showing. It dropped down to 1 bar in red, whereas now it's at 2 bars yellow, and a second ago it was at 3 bars green. It's back to green. So like I can see your guys' Wi-Fi connection.
How do you see
How's
that?
mine look?
Yours is green.
Nice.
Hmm.
Mine's bouncing back and forth between yellow and green, and I'm like not even 10 feet from the fucking router.
Are you
I
sitting
can move the
outside?
party.
No, so I'm inside my girlfriend's like workout studio room, and she has these like fence things on sliding things. And if I turn them around, there's like, workout equipment on them.
Oh, okay.
But it's made out of like the dog ear board for a fence.
Yeah, that's why I was
And we
thinking
use the
like,
shit out of them when building on them because they're $3 a piece.
yeah, easy.
And they look great.
Yeah,
Is
I
Leroy going
legitimately
to the
because
bath?
of
I'm just gonna move the
that.
party.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could go somewhere else,
Hmm.
Because so what I did is I did I got this fiber optic stuff, and they had to
Yes.
move. Am I good now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're great.
So they had to move my router. So the router is now really far away from my media room. So I got super fast Wi-Fi, but not in that room anymore.
You should get
So you play
like a
video games in
repeater.
there, right? Yeah,
I
that's what I was
used
gonna
to.
say.
I used to, but I ain't turned my PlayStation on in like at least 3 or 4 months, maybe 6. I don't know.
You gotta.
But I did, because it was a problem with Evan's gaming as well. So we actually ran Ethernet cables through the attic and then down to the bedrooms.
Not a bad
Oh,
idea. That's fancy.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not that hard though.
Nah.
it is in my
No, what's
attic.
fancy is that I know how to make the little test, or not the test jacks, but like, you like go to the store and like get the EJ45 like kits. Like I can do the orange, green stripe, blue, brown stripe, brown, orange stripe, orange, green stripe, blue stripe, green, brown stripe, brown. That's the pattern for hey Evan, for
Now
making
I have
Ethernet
company.
cables. Hell yeah, you do.
It's
Marsha,
funny you
where are
say
you?
that. I got a dog over here
which
too.
which is fine.
Well, Marsha's running around, and we're also watching Joy's Florist dog, which is a Italian Mastiff, a Cane Corso, big old sweet little guy named Duke. And he's about 150 pounds of just pure
Yeah.
like, ha, love me. I want to be on top of you. No, get away from me.
Yeah,
you're not a lap dog, Duke.
that's how Brutus is. He always wants to be in my lap.
Yeah.
So
You know what's
I
cool
got
is when you
Charlie
have
over there too.
animals and you have like hard floors in your house. You can do stuff and freak them out and make them run, and they Scooby Doo trying to get away.
If you have hard floors like that too, you can just take a laser pointer and have the same amount of fun.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
haven't messed with the laser pointer yet, but I do have one, so that might be coming up soon.
Yeah, I was making two dogs run around in a circle chasing a laser pointer this morning. It's like, I'm easily entertained, and so are they. Good for us.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, in anticipation for today, I was thinking back on like just random memories firing off, right? And one of
Mhm.
the
Yes.
memories I had was Steve-O, you had a Oldsmobile, if I recall,
Yes, I
and
did.
it was like maroon.
Yes.
He blew the head
And
gasket.
okay,
I think I
so
bought it with a blown head gasket.
I wouldn't be surprised with the shady car dealers that were in Jacksonville. But
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know whose house we were at, but we were somewhere and there was a dirt mound and you attempted to park on top of it.
With the
If
olds?
the Jeeps can do
With
it,
the
why can't the
Alero.
Oldsmobile? Yeah.
Huh.
So I don't remember where we were though, but I remember like I
I
don't know
think
if
it was
Danny
Shaw.
had to go. I don't know if Danny had to go get his Jeep at the time and try to pull you off of this mound because you just got stuck.
I think that was at Shaw's house, David Shaw.
Oh yeah, could be.
Because if
I don't know. I remember
yeah,
him living at Beecham.
Yeah, but then he ended up getting a house, and I remember going to like a bonfire at his house one time. And I think that was
and they made like frog juice or some shit, and like him and Webster were like, "You gotta try this," and like making fun of me for being from the north and not drinking Mountain Dew and fucking Everclear. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that was I I want to say that was Shaw's house because back when I had the Oldsmobile, it was either going to Leroy's behind Rena J's where there wasn't a dirt mound.
Usually when I wasn't there.
I'm sorry, my wife is sitting in front of me, flashing me right now, trying to
Oh, that's
distract me, and
awesome.
it's working. So you know,
I'm not gonna lie, that would work too.
Yep.
Lash her back.
thanks,
Show her the
babe.
tip.
But Sorry, dude. I was like total distraction.
Makes sense.
She
It's
just pressed your
understandable.
reset button.
Yep.
She's walking away laughing. So
I mean, I would too if I had that kind of power over you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
That was the only thing you thought of when you were rehearsing was the
no,
dirt mound.
no. There's other things too.
I tell you
I
what.
tell people all the time about how Leroy cured me from puking instantly off tequila.
How'd I do that? You guys remember more than I do. My memory is terrible.
My memory is pretty terrible too, but I remember a few.
Wait. So was his cure for? Wait, no, that was to get me to puke. On my 21st
What?
birthday, I was leaned over a toilet in Myrtle
Oh
Beach.
yeah.
I
I
can't
was trying
remember
to
what the name
force
of
you
that.
to puke.
Yeah, I
I
was
might have
leaned
hit you
over,
in the stomach.
I was sitting, like standing like this over the toilet, and he freaking just reared back. He goes, our other buddy Jason was fucking patting me on the back, like, "Hey, dude, throw up. You need to throw up. You drank too much." And Leroy's like, "That's not how you do it. This is how you do it." And he just uppercuts my freaking stomach.
Did it work?
No, no, it did not work
Oh, I
because
think
I
you
remember,
ended up doing it on the side of Darlene's car, didn't you?
yeah, I definitely did. And I remember
I
the three
think,
bouncers carried me out that night on their shoulders and threw me on top of Jason.
yeah, because you were coming out of the club as if they were your entourage carrying you, and you were like, "I'm 21 and I'm," as they were kicking you out.
Hey Leroy, do you remember my 21st birthday that I don't remember?
I don't know, where was it?
The cave?
Oh shit!
Mm,
So
not
It-
really.
it was on a work night, and Staff Sergeant Chris and Sergeant Rizzo found out it was my birthday, so they said, Leroy, take Steve and make him have a good time, or Augie, whatever my fucking name is. So
Oh yeah.
you looked at me and you said, all right, well, do you have any beer in your room? And I said, yeah, I just bought my first 6-pack of Killian's Irish.
Uh-oh.
We're going to fucking crush that before
Now
we go
his.
anywhere. And he made me went to the cave, where we ran into Sergeant King from Avi, who started buying me mind
Yeah.
erasers and lap dances. I don't fucking
Yep.
remember the
Yep.
end of the night, but I remember Leroy telling me the next day, hey, what happened in the lap dance room? I have no fucking clue. I blacked out, dude. Oh, because the stripper
Yeah.
carried you out. You told me that like the stripper had me like under,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah,
carrying
because
me
you
out like
passed
in
out.
her high heels,
Yep.
and you were like trying to hit me up like the next day about it. Like, come on, something awesome would happen in there. Like what did she do? Did she knock you out with her boobs? I'm just like, I don't remember getting a single lap dance.
No, she sat back there and played on her cell phone while you were passed out, and then when the song was
Yeah.
over, she carried
And
you
made
out.
money.
I mean, it was 2006. 2006, I
Something like
turned
that. Yeah.
21. So I don't know if cell phones were that cool back then.
No, they definitely weren't.
Motorola Razr might have been
We
the
had
high end.
Snake. You remember the Snake game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was like on the Nokia's. You remember SoCal? We got the freaking we got the Nextel walkie talkies. You remember that?
dude. I still have mine.
I think mine's somewhere around here too.
I fired
That
that
was
thing up
such a
the other day.
problem. You know, we
Yeah,
thought it was so cool that we now have walkie talkies. You know, like walkie talkies have been a thing forever, and then
yeah.
cell phones become a thing, and then they're like, oh, we're going to put a walkie talkie on the cell phone. Everybody was super excited, and we got one, and it turned out to be a big problem because you'd be like walking through Walmart, or you'd be sitting at dinner with your mom, and somebody'd be like, hey, motherfucker.
I was that motherfucker. I would call you up and say stupid shit.
All the time, man. All the time. Yeah,
That's awesome.
they weren't all they were cracked up to be.
And but it was cool that night when we were trying to flip your truck.
Oh yeah, it was. Yep.
Yeah, and then yeah, because as soon as we saw that cop, dude, it was like
Yep.
instantaneous. You
Yep.
know,
Hey, there's a cop. That was a terrible, terrible idea.
when I mean that's pretty much all we had back then.
Do you remember that, Steve-O?
Flipping? I remember trying to get the truck to blow up, but I don't remember flipping it.
Oh, dude, so I
Okay,
was I
so
was driving ahead of him, and we were like on a road like over by his house somewhere, and he was
yeah,
trying.
it
He's
was
like, "Oh, they
on Mural Hill.
Mural Hill," and then they had just laid like some fresh gravel for like one of those fire tower fucking roads
Okay.
or power line roads, and he's like, "I'm gonna swerve off the road and cut the wheel really sharp and try to flip the truck." Cool, dude. Put your seatbelt on.
Well, we tried it like 4 times. Well, I flipped the stupid thing on a gravel road in Spartanburg, and I wasn't trying to. And then I'm on Mural Hill doing freaking 50,
Hey, if
55 miles an hour, cutting the damn wheel as hard as I can, and it refused to flip. It refused. It would just like go, boop, 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 and then end up in the ditch.
I think my memory of the first time you rolled your truck was better than yours because I remember there was another factor in that equation.
Were you there?
I wasn't there, no,
No,
but
no,
I
it was
remember.
me, Valdez, and Miansky, and the only reason they came to Spartanburg is because I could get good weed, and we were super stoned on our way to Denny's, and I was taking this old gravel road that I used to take to go to work. I worked at Ingles. It was a supermarket, and it's an old gravel farm road, and I'm just like going back and forth, just like fishtailing and just like going, and all of a sudden it just flipped on over. And I went through the passenger window because I was the only one not wearing a seatbelt. No, no, no. Valdez wasn't wearing a seatbelt either, but he was laying down in the back. So when it flipped over, he just ended up standing, because he's laying down and it flips and now he's standing up. But I went through the window. Miansky's arm was in the way, so his arm actually broke the window because my body forced it through it. And then I was still on the
Jesus.
ground and the truck kept going. But I was on the ground watching the truck roll into the ditch.
Jesus.
Holy fuck.
Yep, I perfectly through the window. And then
Yeah.
I remember
That
Valdez jumped out of the
Did
truck
you
and
like
was like, "Oh
dismount
my
and go,
goodness."
ta-da?
No, no. I ran up to the truck and I remember Valdez came out and Valdez is like, "Oh my God, the cops are gonna come. We got this weed in here. We're all gonna get arrested." And I was like, "Dude, this is Spartanburg, South Carolina. Calm the hell down. There ain't gonna be no cop down this road ever. This is a gravel road in the middle of freaking the mountains." I was like, we'll just flag down the next guy that drives by and have him hook up to the truck and flip it back over. And we did. Some guy drove
solid
by and I was
plan.
like, "Hey man, I lost control." And he was like, "Oh, cool." So he just flipped the truck over. And then we went on. We still went to Denny's.
I remember you drove that truck without a passenger window for like 6 months,
Oh
roughly.
yeah, it was a
Because
long time.
every time we went down to Myrtle Beach, I was riding shotgun, and I'm like,
It was
"Fuck, dude,
cold
it's fucking cold."
or
Like,
raining.
blast the heater, and you're like, "Yeah." We tried to tape
No
like a
window.
bag to it. Yeah, didn't work.
But that was why, and in the end, I had all those issues with the truck, and I was like, you know what? I'm upside down on this thing. I'm gonna freaking total it. And it turned out I wasn't even upside down. Later on, I had positive equity on that thing, but I tried to flip it 4 times. It wouldn't flip. And then on the last time, I guess somebody in the neighborhood was like, "What in the hell is going on?" They called the police, and this cop, after SoCal did the there's a cop coming. Um, I got ready, because now I'm in the ditch, and the
So
cop
he
cop
went
pulls up.
off into the gravel, spun out, and when he caught traction on the road, it shot him across the road into a palm tree or
Backwards.
something.
I'm backwards
No,
in the
no,
ditch.
no. I thought you were forward.
I was backwards. I was facing the opposite direction.
That's right, because I'm thinking of the damage you did when you drove from you backed up your tailgate all the way to the fucking house, and then
Oh
you
yeah.
punched it and got up to like 35 miles an hour straight into
Yeah.
that big
Yeah.
tree in your front yard.
Yep, you're getting way ahead of it. So so I'm in the ditch.
That's a
And
different story. I remember this one.
yeah, I'm in the ditch, and then the cop comes up to the window and he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" I was like, "I don't know, something broke," and I just spun out. I don't know, I have no idea. And he's like, "Oh, do you think you can get out of there?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I can." So I just put it in 4 low, and I drive out of there. And he's like, "I'm gonna follow you to your house just in case." And I was like, "Cool." So this cop follows me to the house, and I'm with SoCal. I'm like, "Oh, he's following me to the house." So he's
Yeah,
going to the house too. And we get to the house, and I think we just went to bed. We are like, whatever. And the next day I was like, well, this isn't nearly enough damage to total this thing. And this is where you were there for it. I was at the end of the driveway was a big tree. And it was a good distance, because there used to be 3 trailers in there, and they'd take 2 of them out. So it was a big, big lot. And our trailer was in the back, or my trailer, because Danny never paid a fucking dime. My trailer was in the back. So I back up all the way to the trailer, and I just punched it, and I freaking rammed that tree, and it still didn't seem to be much damage.
I
So then
remember.
that's when. Go ahead.
I remember after you hit the tree, and I think we had been drinking. That was kind of
Yep.
like the norm. You had that gas pump freaking dispenser,
Yep. Yep. The Beam and
and
Coke gas pump.
yep, that's it. And so I think we were lit off of those, and the next morning you called your insurance, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're sending somebody out in about an hour," and
Oh
you're like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
oh fuck!" And so I remember having to run out there, hungover as shit, and fucking spray
yeah. And
paint the
mow the
fucking
lawn.
tree.
It
You
was
you
Danny had to
somebody
mow the
was
lawn.
Danny was mowing the lawn, and fucking we were spray painting the
Because
fucking crash marks on the tree so they
well,
weren't so noticeable.
it was before I even got home. For some reason, Danny was home already, and we were at work. And I called Danny, and I was like, "Dude, I need you to mow the lawn so they don't see the tire tracks where I crashed into that tree." And he did. He did. He mowed the lawn, and we spray painted the tree and all that. But what Steve-O was talking about was when I tried to blow the motor up. That was before I called the insurance company.
That was
You know,
behind the trailer. I remember that.
Yeah, so I took a screwdriver and I punched a hole in the radiator and I drained all the antifreeze out, and then I stuck a brick on the freaking accelerator for like, I don't know, it had to have been 2 hours until it ran
I
out of
thought it was
gas.
the oil.
I
Yeah.
thought you
No,
drained the
no,
oil.
no, I thought that would be too obvious. So because I'd hit the tree, I thought it was plausible that my radiator would have leaked. You know, so that's why I punched a hole in the radiator and got it to overheat. But the problem is the damn oil cap melted into the engine and it still didn't stop running. I don't know.
So the funniest thing about this whole thing, though, too, is I remember like after all that, insurance was still willing to fix the truck. They're like, "Oh yeah, you still got value. We're gonna fix it." And you
Right,
took it, and
right, right.
and as soon as they said, "Hey, your truck's done. Come pick it up." As soon as you pulled out of their lot, didn't the fucking ball joints give out and fucking leave you stranded in the middle of
No, no,
17?
no, no. That was a different story. No, no,
Ah,
but
dude.
no, it's a different story. Um, so so I'd taken it to the body shop, and they fixed all the body damage, but the engine was still messed up. It had a melted freaking oil cap in it. I needed new freaking heads, and that was the problem because the insurance adjustment said, "Hey, freaking, you're under your value. It's not totaled. We're gonna fix it." Then they fixed it, and then it was like, "Well, you didn't fix this." So then, had they gotten it all at once, it would have been totaled.
Mm.
They didn't. They got it in 2 separate sections, and then it wasn't total, but they ended up paying more than it was worth in the end. So that was ridiculous. What you're talking about is when I snapped the bolts out of the knuckle back behind Webster's house.
Okay, on Hunter's Creek.
Yeah. So he was back in the woods behind, or that mud area behind Webster's house, and I snapped the knuckle off. Right. So then I cargo strapped it together and drove it home with a cargo strap wrapped around the hub. Yeah. I didn't
Oh
even
shit.
notice until we went to the gas station and my wheels were like completely pigeon toed, like bad. As soon as I hit pavement, it was like.
I believe I have pictures of that.
You might. I think you do actually. Absolutely.
I I do. I do because your wheels,
Hmm.
one wheel was straight, the other one was like this.
Yes. Yes. And
Okay.
that turned out to be a problem for a long time, because um I ended up taking it to a shop, and they said I needed all new freaking hub, knuckle, everything, and I was like, that's stupid. Take it back to my house. And then we tapped those holes and put bigger bolts into the knuckle, which turned out to be a bad idea because I was coming out of. You remember there was a little Subway right there near the sheriff's department, right, and a pawn shop
Yes.
across the street. Okay, I was pulling out of that Subway when the knuckle just separated. That's what you're talking about. And I'm on 17, in oncoming traffic, and I just like punched it and dragged my freaking hub across the ground to get into the median. Yeah, that was bad.
Okay.
In the end, I tapped it again and put even bigger bolts in it, and it worked. I had really big bolts in it,
Oh
but
shit.
but but I drove it for a while with the wheel just going like this because my camber adjustment was broken, and it would just like float.
Jesus.
And I would go to Chico's like every couple of freaking weeks, it seemed. Maybe a month and a half. I don't know. I was at Chico's getting used tires constantly because I would just wear the tire out because despite the death trap that I was driving, I absolutely had to get to Myrtle Beach. Had to. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it is what it is. I didn't fix that freaking camber adjustment until we were living at Lauradale. Me and
Oh
Jess had already
shit.
gotten married, and we were living at Lauradale.
And you're like, now that I got the kids in the truck, I
Yep.
might want to make it safe.
Right. So I did that. I fixed it, and then I ended up trading it along with Jesse's Durango for that Suzuki.
The silver one?
No, it was burgundy. It was a XL7
Oh.
Suzuki
So she had
with a
a she
third
had a
row seat.
silver one
She had a
like
silver
way back.
Vitara way back,
Oh, okay.
and she traded that for the Durango before she moved up to Jacksonville.
Mm, okay.
Oh yeah,
My
we've been through some
timelines are
cars.
way off.
I'm
So
trying to
Anyway,
remember if I remember the Suzuki. I don't know if I do.
the XL7. Oh, you had
I
to.
I remember it was named Sterling.
No, that was the Vitara, I think.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
that's
remember.
right.
Yeah, because it was sterling silver.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I remember after the Oldsmobile took a shit, you ended up getting yourself like a Caliber, right? Or something.
I got a blue Dodge Caliber.
Yeah, that thing
Thing
was
was
awesome.
Yeah.
fun.
It had a cooler in the cup holder, right? Something like that.
No, there was a cooler above the glove box that could hold
Oh yeah.
6 cans. You could hold 4 cans and then 2 in the front long ways.
That was the first one of
So
those I'd ever saw, and I thought it was awesome.
it was the only one I've ever seen, and I'm like, this thing is great. They're promoting
Yep.
drunk driving.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. That thing was
That's
pretty
awesome.
Yeah,
cool. That car fit you, Steve-O. It really did.
I did enjoy that car while I had it, and I
What are you driving
finally got
now?
rid of it. I got a company truck, and I'm in the process of buying another truck. So, my own personal one, I'm going to get a Ram 2500, I think.
Oh yeah. Truck
Yeah.
game.
Make sure you get one without the transmission problems.
No, that's actually what I want it for. Everyone likes a good blown tranny.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, 2024, dude. You do you.
I mean, yesterday was the end of June, so I mean, it's, still applicable.
Yeah, that's true.
It's July 1st, man. So anything after June is permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you work for Disney, so it's permanent.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Uh,
That's true.
yeah, that's uh that's an
You still
interesting
driving
situation.
your Raptor wannabe, right?
The Scraptor, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That thing's awesome. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
So I was gonna say, you're gonna send any more photos to Facebook or videos of you taking it off sweet jumps?
once I get the rear end situated.
Mm,
So all the pictures of me jumping it, that was with the stock F-150 axle.
okay.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, so I've since upgraded to a Raptor width axle, so it's like 6 inches wider. And they had to do like some modification, whatever, on the end to make the electronic parking brake work on a manual parking brake axle. And the guy that I got the rear end from had it built in Colorado with nitro 456 gears, and he swore up and down everything was pristine, everything's good to go. And so I took that in trade for me selling all his stuff off because he was getting work done on his truck down here, and he still wanted money on top uh, for me getting rid of all his stuff. Instead of taking my commission, I said, just give me your axle. And he goes, yeah, I can give you the axle, but you got to give me a little cash on top as well. And I said, sure, I'll sell my axle when I put yours in, and I'll give you the difference. And he was cool with it. And then come to find out that the lash was never set right in the gears, and they started howling and
Mm.
started wearing out a bearing. And now I've got a little bit of a leak from the pinion seal, so I got to get all that rebuilt. And the cheapest quote I've got so far is like $1,400.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, but I got the new the OEM Raptor bedsides on it now. I don't know if you've seen those pictures.
No,
Maybe.
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
So and then on top of that, dude, I have OEM Raptor front fenders sitting up in my rafters right now, and I'm just waiting on a hood, which I have a hood, but it's little ways away, and I just gotta go pick it up. But the guy's being kind of, I don't know, back and forth. Like he's in and out with business all the time, so trying to catch him when he's in town is tough. But it's paint matched all ready to go, and then once I do the front end, dude, it'll be pretty much a complete swap, minus the four-wheel drive and the engine.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but you could just turbocharge it and get more anyways.
It's already turboed. It's twin
Double
turboed.
turbo.
It's, yeah,
Fine,
uh,
quad turbo with a supercharger. Just
there
get it
you
Yeah.
go.
done.
Now we're
Yeah,
thinking.
dude. Several turbos. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Didn't
kind
you
One
of.
have like
turbo for
you had
every
a couple of them
cylinder.
on your Mustang, right? Didn't you have like two turbos in the exhaust and like two more turbos somewhere else?
No, it's just two in the back where the mufflers would be typically.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I got. Oh, dude, that's such a bad story. I got taken for a ride with the upgrading of that car. I
Oh
was
yeah.
young and
Yeah.
naive.
Yeah, I remember some of it.
Yeah, I spent entirely too much money on that car, and I still have it.
You
I'm
do?
actually I'm actually in the process of acquiring parts to rebuild the motor, and I'm just gonna put
Yeah.
a basic motor in it and just drive it and enjoy it.
Yeah. Does it
That's a
drive
smart
now?
decision.
No, there's no engine in it right now. No,
Oh
the
wow.
guy who built the motor for me, I was so upset with the quality of that work, dude. Um, I never even got the full break-in mileage on that new motor. I never even got 500 miles out of that thing, and it was fouling out spark plugs left and right, dude. The rings on the pistons weren't fucking setting right, and it was just bad news all around. and he kept jerking my chain and telling me it was this and it was that and it was this and that and that and this and so I ended up pulling the motor back out like I think several times and sending it back to him. And he would tell me like, "Oh, I'm gonna send it to my machine shop down the street." And then like a week, 2 weeks later, I'd call him like, "What's up?" He's like, "Oh, the machine shop down the street shut down, so I got to send it to, South Carolina now." And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like it ended up being like 6, 7, 8 months, I think, that he had like all the parts, like the whole engine like torn apart, and it was just
Wow.
bad news, dude. So, but when we came back and I saw you in 2020 during the pandemic,
Right.
I was gonna track him down and just be like, "What the fuck, dude?" And try
Right.
to get some, get some answers or, get some help, something, partial refund. I don't know. But I couldn't find him. And the reason I couldn't find him is because he was doing time in federal prison.
Oh yeah, for ripping people off.
Something like that. I don't know what the specifics
Holy
were.
shit.
I can't find any information about it. But what it was is everybody in the Mustang community highly recommended this guy. Like, "Oh, this shop is the best shop around." And it was at one point in time when this guy's dad fucking ran the business.
Mm.
But when his dad stepped down silently and let his kid take over, the kid didn't give a shit about my motor or your motor, his motor, anything. So he would just put together fucking piece of shit motors and fucking push them out the door and charge you an exorbitant amount of money for it. And all just to fund his race car. He had a Fox Body 5.0 Mustang, and it was, decked out, of course,
Right.
but you know, but I guess his shady practices caught up to him, and they shut that shop down, and he moved to like the Raleigh area somewhere and started up some other kind of business, and then they shut that down, and he did federal prison time for whatever. There was like some kind of lawsuit that was brought up against him, but yeah, I wasn't the only one that he screwed over. Like I actually had people reach out to me like, "Hey, did this guy build your motor?" Yeah. They said, "Oh, do you know that he fucked my motor up too?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not surprised." But
Yeah,
so I think something
that's crazy.
eventually came about from that, and that's where that is. But
But
yeah,
you
I've
couldn't
kind
get
of just
anything from it.
no, I'd already moved out of the state. I moved
Yeah.
back here to California, so it
I
would have
mean, it
been too
seems
much
like
of a
even if you had like went through the effort to try to sue the guy or something, you probably wouldn't get anything.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was just a hard lesson learned. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I hear you.
But
You know, I started somewhat off topic, but I'm gonna bring it back around. I started walking during lunch because I was getting fat, right? And I would walk by the barracks out there near behind the PX, right? The last barracks before you get to all the PX and shit. And I'd
okay.
walk past it, and there's a damn burgundy cougar sitting in that damn parking lot,
Nice.
right? Same
Nice.
freaking year, same freaking model, same freaking color, and it even had the stupid ass lightning bolt or whatever the hell it was, right?
No way, dude.
The vinyl, and
You and I took that off in the fucking
I know,
parking
and
lot in the
I was
winter.
Hold
racking my
on, hold on.
brain.
Did it have a system in it?
I don't know, I didn't get that close to it, but like I was racking my brain
You
because I
don't
was
have to
like,
get close to hear that thing.
I know. Well, it was parked, man. I don't think the thing didn't move for months. I don't think it ran. And then all of a sudden one day it disappeared, and I kept meaning to take a picture of it, but I never brought my phone with me. I just because I got my watch, I just go do my walk and then I come back and I didn't have my phone with me, so I never took a picture. And I kept thinking I need to get a picture of that and send it to SoCal because it looks just like his damn car. But I kept racking my brain because I was like, I know I tore those freaking vinyls off because I remember I was kind of impromptu because this guy was telling me he was like, oh well, what do you think I could do to make this thing cooler? And I was like, well, for starters, and I just started ripping the damn thing off. I was like, get rid of these stupid vinyls. And then we took them off. We sat there for like, I don't know, a couple hours freaking taking these things off.
It was like the dead of winter. And it's like the worst time to try to take vinyl stickers off of a fucking car when it's fucking
Yeah.
30 degrees outside or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And so I
In
remember like,
hindsight, we should have heated them up, but
no, we did.
Yeah.
We did, dude, because at the time we were still smokers. So we were out there smoking cigarettes
oh
and I had
yeah,
my
with
lighter. I'm
with the
sitting there holding
lighters.
my lighter up.
Oh, it was so ridiculous. I remember now. Yeah, with the lighters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no Harbor Freight to get a freaking heat gun then.
Nah, don't need a heat gun. We got lighters.
Lighters.
My
Oh
my
my
fingers
god.
were fucking raw for days, dude.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, man, that's what I kept thinking. I was like, I know we tore those things off, but when
Oh,
I
we
first
did.
saw it, I was like, that's SoCal's car. What the hell? That thing's still around? And I was like, no, we took the vinyls off. Did he put them back on? Did this guy get the same vinyls and put them back on his car?
Dude,
It
so
may have. It may be your car. I don't know.
when I got rid of that car, I traded it in for a 2007 Chevy Cobalt, brand
Yeah.
new, and that was cool for about fucking 6 months. Um, but no, I remember going to Advanced Auto on 24, like out by Piney Green, and I remember I backed my car into a spot and I walked in to grab whatever I was getting, and I came back out and I looked over on 24, and dude, there was my fucking car.
Your Cougar.
No, I swear to God, it was my car because the guy had the windows down. It still
Yeah.
had the Memphis Audio fucking sticker on the side rear window. It like everything was still
Painted
there.
freaking dashboard.
Yes. It was, yep, and it was still painted. And but I
Yeah.
remember it was this big Mexican looking dude, and he was smoking a stogie,
Yeah.
just
Sweet.
driving my old Cougar, and I was like, that was my car.
Nice.
So who knows whatever happened to it?
I don't know. It
It
might be.
sat
It
Apparently, it
might
for
was
be
back
it.
at the barracks.
I'm
dude.
telling you. I mean,
It sat for the
it could
longest
be.
time at fucking my Mac's house.
Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, it could be it. I don't know. But like I said, one day it just disappeared and I never saw it again.
Yeah,
But this was only like a couple months ago. This is that I was seeing it.
that's wild. I have yet to really see any of those driving around anymore, dude. Like out here, especially like
That's
it's
because
just
they
it's
were
a
junk.
yeah, but it was my junk.
That's right. Your junk. Speaking of your junk. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
shit. But what else, dude? And back to trying to remember things to talk about, dude. One of the things I was trying to remember is some of the people that we used to associate with.
Uh huh.
So I was thinking
Okay.
about it, and I remember one story that sticks out in my head. We were all in hazmat, team hazmat, and
Yeah.
I remember the guys came down to the shop one day from Airframes, and they were telling us a story about Hallmark. You remember him?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're like, dude, he's sitting in the fucking back of the shop, fucking picking his nose and eating it
Yeah.
during the fucking
Not
pass down.
not the worst thing he ever did.
No,
Definitely
no,
not.
no. I went to that guy's house once or twice
Did you
for some
really?
kind of party, dude. Like there was some kind of party going on or whatever. I think Tar ended up over there at one point. But yeah, it was rough. Like I think he was going through divorce or something with his wife, and so like his house went from being I don't even know, dude. Like I don't know how they kept their house when they were together, but I remember going over there and like, oh yeah, beer's in the fridge. So I go and I open the fridge and there's fucking blood like all over the inside of the fridge. And I was just like,
Oh.
oh,
Like
like
meat
what's
blood or like somebody got cut
yeah.
blood?
No, it's because he was hunting. And
Ah.
so
Okay.
Okay.
he's like, yeah, I just got this deer, blah blah blah. And so I'm like, oh, cool. You didn't think to clean up after you fucking just like stuffed it in your fridge? So every fucking beer that I
Pan
grabbed out of
under it.
that fridge, I fucking made sure to fucking clean the top of it.
Oh yeah, I do that anyway.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
some reason, Danny and Tar liked that guy until he went downhill or whatever the fucking weird thing he did was.
I don't know.
Dude, I
Wasn't he
remember
like trying to diddle a high schooler or something?
what?
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
hear
why he
about
got kicked
this.
out. He didn't get Chris
Yeah,
Hansen. He got caught.
yeah.
No, there was a sergeant that got caught trying to go
The
That
meet
was
up with
sergeant
like
got
a
Chris Hansen.
that was that was Boggs.
yeah. That guy was
Yeah,
a
Yeah,
Boggs
fucking
got
dickhead.
got got on. It was he was on To Catch a Predator. He was on the show.
Oh
yeah, he
shit.
straight up got
Okay.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, that dude's still around. I see him in the freaking news in Jacksonville. He's still around Jacksonville. He's still getting freaking arrested for being around kids. You know, this dude's been arrested like freaking 6 times. He's gone to jail, got out, got arrested again, gone to jail, got out. I see him in JD News. I'm like, oh, there's Boggs. He's got arrested again.
Wow. What a fucking yeah, and that's wild because I remember you remember the VMX side hazmat shop
Mm-hmm.
where we were at the end of the hall
Yeah.
and we had the double doors
Yeah,
and then at one point like we had that fucking podium or not podium but like the big
It was
tall
a
desk.
yeah, it was a big tall
yeah,
desk, and then people
Yeah.
would come in, and that's where you would service them.
Yeah.
you know
I
it.
wouldn't have used those words, but sure.
Hey,
But
we
yeah, so he
serviced that squadron hard.
Yeah.
yeah, long hours in that squadron. Long hard hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no, so he busts through the door one day and he's fucking pitching a fit about, fucking whatever. Like I he needed this or he needed that. And I said, okay, well, I need a tool tag. Oh, I don't have
I
time for a
I
tool
remember
tag.
that. I remember
Yeah?
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he fucking lost his fucking shit and started, it's aye sergeant, blah blah blah. And he started fucking being a douchebag. And then like what, fucking a month later, fucking oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
not gonna be around anymore. He's going to Leavenworth. What
Yeah.
was he doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, fucking
deserved it.
upstanding fucking dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy fucking pissed me off. But
Speaking of VMX, do you guys remember an AVI guy named John Roberts?
John Roberts?
John Roberts.
no,
No.
In
doesn't ring a bell.
he's apparently he's an AVI. I don't remember him. I work with this cat now, and he's like, "Oh yeah, freaking, I was at VMX, during op eval and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Really?" I don't
Is he a
remember him
is he
at
a small
all.
dude?
I mean, not now, but yeah, he's probably a little shorter than me, like barely shorter than me. Black dude.
Oh no, I don't
I
recall.
don't I don't remember him at all. But like I don't know. He knows your name, Steve-O. He remembers you, and he
John
remembers
Roberts.
all kinds of other people. Like he can talk about the people, like he talks about Rhodes, and Rhodes used to run Avi. Like he knows
Right?
all the information he should know, but I don't remember him at all,
Hmm.
and he don't remember me, which is hard because everybody knew me.
Dude, speaking of Avi people that we don't really remember or fucking random shit, dude, I was on Facebook the other day and do you guys remember Mackinnon?
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
the
He had
name,
a
yeah.
he had a
Yeah.
'97 Dodge Ram, and he painted flames on it, and it looked stupid.
It was like a burgundy fucking Dodge and he yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
he popped up on people I might know.
Oh yeah. How's he doing?
And I don't know, I just kind of glanced at his
You
thing
just
and
you
just
just
kind of
ignored
kept
it. You're like,
scrolling.
man, that's what I
Keep
do.
going.
People pop up all the time, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, it's all just whatever, dude.
Who was
Like we
who told me something? Steve-O, did you send me a link about Nixon?
Yep.
Yeah, that's like he posted something the other day, so I guess he's out.
I've talked to him since. Like he got out because like I sent him a thing like, hey man, like how are you doing? Like soon after, like I read his news article thing that happened with him. I'm like, hey man, what happened? Like, let me know you're good. Like, just thinking about you, seeing how you've been. Like, just played it off like I didn't know what was going on. And then about 3-ish weeks ago, he like wrote back. He's like, oh, sorry, yeah, like I was in, like I'm doing good, like I'm doing a lot better now, like stuff like that. And then I talked to him for a while, and then he told me the full story. So
Yeah.
basically, he's married, has some kids now. Uh,
Right.
doesn't have gainful employment, so his wife does, but he's got 80% VA disability. And so
Right.
he's pretty much, watching the kids all the
That's
time.
it. That's
That's all
it.
he's got. I
80.
got none. I don't go to the VA.
Yeah, but with what happened to that dude?
Yeah, I know. But still, he's said he's working towards getting 100. But
I don't
with
remember Nixon.
You don't remember Nixon?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I don't know if this is the right venue to talk about who he is and how you would probably remember him
this
or
is
what
not the
happened.
correct venue for that.
Yeah. Well,
That'll be
I'll
a
talk to you
Were you,
later.
were you at Hazmat in 204? Or did you go back to your shop at 204?
no.
Well, he bounced out. He bounced out when 263 bounced out, so he wasn't at 204 as long as we were.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That
that
was
might have
But
been
that was
anyways,
after
cute.
I left.
You guys worked perfectly in unison. Yeah, it was cute.
Nixon had a bunch of sleepless nights with a crying baby, and he like squeezed the kid's leg and left a bruise. Then they had to go to the hospital for like a high fever, and he
Yeah,
just told the truth of what happened, and then they sent CPS at him.
that's crazy. I
Yeah.
figured it had to be something. I figured there was no way it was as bad as it
I'm
looked
like,
in the news report.
he's dumb and he's got a little bit of a temper, but he's not going to fucking haul off and hit his own child.
Right.
And he's
Well,
just
that
like,
makes
yeah,
more
well, this
sense.
is. And Gaston said it right from the beginning. He's like, when I sent it to him, I'm like, what do you think of all this? He's like, this sounds like what happened to so and so. I forgot the guy's name. He's just like, I bet it's bullshit. That doesn't sound like Nixon. I'm like, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
So, I mean, but
Booer.
he's Booer. God, he was a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he got in trouble. Somebody said he did something, with their kid or something, and it wasn't true.
Oh, you want to hear someone who got in trouble, who looks like they got in trouble? What was that weird fucking kid's name? Monostat.
Monostat,
No, that was his nickname.
yeast
Monahan.
Yeast.
pills.
Okay, his real name was Monahan,
Monahan.
but
Okay.
but everyone called him Monostat. I'm dead serious. You guys don't remember? You guys remember how like
Oh shit.
weird he fucking looked
Right.
though, right?
Right. Right. The
He was a very
suppository guy.
weird looking kid.
Got it.
Uh, so he's from like the same area of Pennsylvania as Faribault.
Uh huh.
So after we got out and all that, well, Faribault got out a year early because apparently he only had a 4-year open contract. So he got out after 4,
Can you
but
go
he went back
upstairs
home
and
and
get me
became a
my
prison
plug
guard.
with the long extension? It's plugged in the main
And he
for my
he
fan.
was on one side of the prison bars and
It's okay. It's
Monahan was
long.
on the other. Guess what for?
What?
No idea.
Touching little girls.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. There's so much of that crap going on.
Well, I
Remember
know, but
Alago?
also,
Alago got freaking arrested for that.
yeah.
Freaking freak.
Damn.
Anyway,
Byers laughed his ass off when that happened. He
I
called
bet
me
he
up and
did.
he's just like, oh, because those two hated each other. He's just like, I fucking told you. He was like the happier than a pig in shit.
Oh shit.
I'm having technical difficulties. I had to get my son to go get my charger.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that
Thank you.
works.
Anyway.
How's Evan doing? Is he going into high school yet?
Yes, he will be starting his freshman year this coming year.
Holy crap.
Sweet.
Yep. Yep. My youngest going to be a freshman.
I'm still
Yeah,
blown
he's
away
doing
that
great though.
I'm still blown away that Jordan and Jonathan freaking went off and are doing what they're doing now.
Yeah, freaking well. Yeah, I mean Jordan has since gotten out of the Navy. He joined the Navy and has since gotten out.
Oh, he's not
That's
still in.
that's how that's how old we are. He's working. Dude. He landed a sweet ass job in D.C. Working as a contractor.
Doing
Yeah,
well.
yeah. So apparently, so he's he builds himself as a problem solver. So when big military wants to uh, um, basically freaking upgrade their weapon systems on the boats, right?
Hmm.
Um, Jordan has to come up with what it will take to do that. So, like, what kind of bridging software or tooling or equipment do you need to make this new software work with this old gun, or this new gun work with this old software? And what's it going to take to make that happen? And then he compiles that data and presents it back to the freaking bigwigs so they can make a decision whether or not they want to do that.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's briefing
Fuck
like
yeah, good for
freaking,
him.
like high level freaking generals and stuff about, whether or not they want to actually pull the trigger on upgrading weapon systems on destroyers.
Damn, dude. I remember that kid when he was like that fucking big.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
That's
I remember
that's
it was when I was
Yeah,
back there a few years ago and he was in the Navy, and you're like, yeah, he's in the Navy and he got married, and all I could think in my mind was there was like a 30-second lapse in my thinking of going, he can't get married. He's too young. Then I'm like, wait a minute, he's in the Navy.
no, he's
Fuck, that's what
21.
I would have done at his age. Leroy did that while we were in. I'm like, and I just went, oh fuck, like I had like a brain explosion moment. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna be 22 this year.
God
jeez.
damn, good for him.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yep.
22 and briefing generals as a contractor.
Yeah, he's the youngest one by far. Like his code, there's like 4 people that work in this office, and they're in their 50s. He
Damn.
just, I mean, he's good at networking, and he made sure he networked before he got out, and then he got out, and now he's doing great. He moved to Manassas,
Hmm.
him and his wife, and you know, the kid's always got a side hustle or something going on. He sells computers. He builds computers and sells them, usually for like a couple grand freaking profit.
Damn.
Yeah, like he'll build a computer with like, I don't know, all them crazy lights inside of it, and like he'll put like an anime figurine inside of it with like lights shining on it, and like a glass side, and like all kinds of gaming stuff. And then he sells it on marketplace for like $3,000 or $4,000.
Jesus.
Man,
Side
I'm doing the
hustle.
Yeah.
wrong shit.
Yeah, I remember going over to your house in 2020 and he was trying to show me his VR set and I was just like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah,
So,
he's always done well. I don't understand it, but he's always done well. The kid, he's you know, it's strange. It's strange, because he's always gone against the grain and kind of done things a different way, but he's always been successful at it.
You
He's
can't
always
argue with
landing on his feet.
results.
yeah, you
Exactly.
can't.
You can't argue with results. So, and now Jonathan will be 25 in less than 2 weeks. Um, and he is talking about joining the Space Force now.
Oh, wow.
He's been working on the
But
Zoom for
he's
a few years now as a
he's
fitness
he's got some
instructor.
college under his belt, right?
He's got a bachelor's.
Yeah, so he could probably go in on the O level.
Mm, maybe. He's talked to a few of them,
Depends.
and so he's not competitive for the Air Force because he had a 2.9 GPA.
Mm.
And the Space Force is only putting in 10 officers per year.
Oh, wow.
So he could join the Army as an officer. He probably could join the Marines as an officer. but that's not what he wants to do. He's willing to enlist into the Space Force and then try to freaking go to OCS after he enlists, if he has to. You know, rather than go to the Army. You know, because it's just not what he wants to do. You know.
Yeah.
So, but he's got a 5-year plan. He's about to be 25, and by the time he's 30, he wants to be married with a child and a house.
Good goal.
So he needs
It's
to.
achievable.
He's decided that he needs to do something besides work at the hit center on base. You know, but I mean, he does good there. He just, he doesn't make a lot of money, and the ceiling's very low. You know, he could get promoted once if the guy above him retires, and then that's it. That's the end of the line.
Yeah.
You know, but right now he teaches a high intensity tactical training course to like sergeants and staff sergeants so that they can train their platoons or whatever.
Subordinates, yeah.
Yeah. But he teaches that course. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
So he actually did not too long ago. He was briefing a bunch of generals on the new fitness program for the Marine Corps.
Damn.
Yeah,
So everyone's briefing generals,
both
but
my adult children are briefing generals. So that's what it is.
Oh shit. Hey, do you guys remember when they kicked us out of the building for hazmat? And they put us in that little freaking standalone shed?
oh
Yeah, it was
yeah,
hot as hell too. Yeah, I remember that. And we got a little TV and brought it in there. You remember a little TV?
I had a little
hell yeah, dude.
13-inch TV, and I brought my
Yeah.
Xbox in, and we'd sit there and we'd play like Halo.
Yep. Yep.
Look at us
For
now.
sure. That building's gone.
I know. A lot of that stuff is gone, dude. That whole fucking hangar that we lived in was gone.
Well, there's two buildings still there. There's the building next to the wash rack, and then there's the building that the El Camino used to be parked behind. It was like a shed.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's still there.
Interesting.
But that's
I
it.
don't
But now,
remember.
dude, we just moved. Like, I was in the older hangars right across from headquarters, right?
Okay. So like
So
where
like
Dude,
Mal's
264 was.
29 hangers.
no, like 26 headquarters where the library was.
Okay.
Right across
Okay.
from that, next to 26 Supply, there was the older hangars where all the VMMs were. Right, where
Okay, yeah.
264, 263, they were
Like
all right
straight
there
out the
usually.
doors.
Right, exactly. We just moved from there into what used to be BMX beside the 204 in the newer hangar, the new 204 hangar, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just moved into that building because they're taking all the VMMs that are in the mega hangar, right? You guys know of the mega hangar?
I've
You've
heard of
told me
it.
about it.
It's on
They
that
built
where
this
officer housing used to
massive.
be.
Yep, they extended the flight line, they extended the runway, and they built this gigantic hangar, right? In the same architecture as 204's new hangar, right? But way bigger, like
Yeah.
way bigger. And
They
they
have a
built it
parking
down there
structure.
where, yep, they got a parking garage there. Well, they're moving everybody out of there right now because the damn thing's sinking.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Nobody took into account the water level,
yep. So that
the
thing's
water
sinking.
table.
So they got to go in and figure out how they can shore it back up before anybody can be in there. So they moved everybody out. But they built another mega hangar on the other side where 302 used to be.
Yes.
Oh, like where the old HMLAs were?
Yeah. So they built another mega hangar right there, and then another one down past Skid Row. We have 4 parking garages on base now.
Damn.
How many fucking squadrons are there that you need that many mega hangars?
I don't know.
Probably still the same number of squadrons, dude.
No, there's a few extra ones. Like the reserve unit came down from Norfolk. That's where I work now. I work at 774.
Which one is? Is that
Okay.
And
the Red Dog or whatever?
no,
No, that's a beer.
they're the
No,
flying
that's
gooses.
also a reserve squadron. I met them in
They're
Iraq.
no, they're geese. The flying geese. They're geese. It's really
Huh.
dumb, but they're geese.
Interesting.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah, yeah. You know they changed VMX. VMX isn't the Argonauts anymore.
What?
Yeah, they're the Flying Lions.
What the fuck is that shit?
Yeah, and it's not VMX 22. It's VMX 1. VMX 1 Flying Lions. That's what they are now.
Whose fucking genius idea was that?
I don't know, but it's upsetting, right?
It's fucking dumb, dude. Like you, me, Danny, Steve-O, we all fucking sat there and fucking had those stupid ass fucking stencils that we'd have to go out there and fucking tag on the back of every
One at a
fucking.
time.
That's
All
right.
four of them. Different side for left and or different ones for left and right side.
That's
Yep.
right, because they had to face forward.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, but the whole thing was it was the Argonauts, exploring, unknown territory with the tilt rotor. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
But now VMX has 53s as well. They're the test squadron for everything now, like everything. They
Okay.
they're testing freaking F-35s. That's VMX,
Well, then they should
right?
still be the Argonauts because they're still going into unexplored territories and shit,
I
trying to
agree.
figure shit out.
I agree. But now they're the Flying Lions. I don't
Damn.
know why. And the Flying Lions, it's basically a Griffin.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but instead of
Yeah, that sounds like a griffin.
well,
Isn't there
that's
already a squadron with a Griffin fucking logo?
so historically a Griffin was a lion's head with an eagle's body and a snake tail, right? That was the Griffin. And then
Okay.
freaking the Griffin at what is it, 266 or whatever, was an eagle head with a lion body, which is not what I thought a Griffin was, but apparently they think it is. So they're the Griffins. But now the DMX has a picture of what I historically thought was a Griffin, but they call themselves the Flying Lions.
Hmm.
As opposed to the freaking gay lions out there in freaking Japan or wherever they are now. I think they're in Cali now. The gay lions. What are they? The red one, the little red gay lion with the rose, whatever.
I don't know. Dude, I see ospreys flying around by my house now.
Well, that's good. We didn't fly for like 5 months.
Well, I see it's a I have that flight radar app on my phone.
Oh yeah, that's neat. It really does look like you're outside, Stevo.
I mean, it's just a cool thing that the girlfriend made.
Yeah. Whoa, what are you doing?
I don't know. It
Oh, I'm
just
gonna fucking
it cut out and told me there
share
was an error.
something. So yeah, I had to look up what a griffin was.
Yeah, what do you
Legendary
got?
creature with the body, tail, and back legs of a lion, and the head and wings of an eagle, with its talons on the front legs.
So what's a lion face with an eagle body? What's that?
Body, tail, and back legs of a lion, and the head and wings of an eagle.
Okay, so if it has the head of a lion and the body of an eagle, what would that be called?
Well, let's find out. Head of
It's not. I don't think it's a flying lion.
head of a lion, body of an eagle.
Yeah. What is that?
What, the one with the snake tail, or the one with the wings of an eagle?
Or whatever. Wings of an eagle on a lion.
Chimera.
Mm,
Like the band.
yeah. So they should be the VMX chimeras.
It sounds like it. If it's lion's body with wings, that's a chimera. So
It's dumb
basically,
either
they
way.
went from like really cool Greek mythology as the Argonauts to be like, hey, we're not the chimera of Greek mythology. We're flying lions. That sounds like some
Right.
bullshit.
It's super gay.
Meow.
That's what it is. It's super gay. That's what it is. I would tell you. Brutus, what are you doing to me? Sorry.
I
I
don't
was
know.
being a
Where'd
cock.
Jason go?
I'm
He's
here.
there. I see him.
I disappeared for a
I
moment,
don't.
but now I'm back.
Very weird.
You don't see me? Leroy, you can hear
Oh,
me.
good boy.
I can. I can hear you. I can hear both of you just fine.
You can see me too?
I can't hear
I
Jason. I'm going to back out and come back in again.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
man?
buddy.
Are we still on the podcast since he's gone? Can we do this without him?
It's still recording.
All right.
Yeah. I don't
I don't
what
know
to
how
do
to
with
work
my
any of this
hands.
stuff. Well, I'm petting the dog. Where's your
There
dog?
you go.
Do you have a dog?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing with my hands. You get a dog. Pet your dog.
Mine's sleeping
Where's your dog?
somewhere.
All right. That's fine. Caress your beard. Do that. Well, that's just weird. Just do the handfuls. Just hand. Much better. Okay.
I could just fucking push it all out and fucking
Here's the fruit of my loins.
Hey, Mr. Steve-O,
What's up,
and other
Adam?
guy, Jason.
other guy. What's up, dude?
He said Jason.
Yeah, after he
It says
saw it.
Jason,
Yeah.
Mr. Jason.
You know him as SoCal. You remember he came in the white truck and visited us a couple years ago?
I would remember a beard.
No, I didn't have the beard.
They both said what's up to you. I know you can't hear them because I have
Yeah.
headphones in. But they did.
Definitely.
What's up?
You're
Yeah,
really quiet, Steve-O.
I know. I am sometimes.
No, I mean like literally your volume is like really low.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
I wasn't trying to get deep or anything, dude. Like I was just trying to help you from a technical standpoint.
Technically, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Hey, it's working
It's
so
like
far.
episode 25 or something, isn't it?
Fuck, I actually got to look and see which ones it's going to be, but it sounds about right. Somewhere, it's definitely in the 20s.
So you should be a pro, correct?
I am semi-amateur at best.
Well, you did the whole look it up thing and put it. You were like giving off like Rogan vibes, you know? Look that up.
Like
You
like
just got to get somebody
screenshots
to do it
and
for you. You're like,
Yeah,
hey,
I
look
know.
this up.
Well, I actually just learned how to do that. Like, look and share my screen. Like, I think on the last one before it, like within the last two podcasts, which it's been like 3 months ish since I've done one. And then I was just like, the guy that I was like talking with, like shared his screen. I'm like, wait a minute, you can share your fucking screen on this? He's like, yeah, it's right here. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like,
oh,
God damn it, you're
shit.
making me feel stupid. And I've used this like 10 times. He's like, this is my first time on it ever with you. And just fucking shared his screen at me and like showed me all this stuff. I'm like, God damn it.
Well, now you know. Now you're a pro.
Yeah, I know.
So
Learn
I
something
told
new
I
Evan
every
feel
I
like
was
time.
going to be doing this, and he started watching your podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry if
I
I
don't know what.
corrupted your son.
No, it's fine. He said it was like an Irish guy or something.
Oh, yeah, I had an Irish author on
Yeah.
nice.
talking
So
about
he
he
was
writes.
watching that.
Yeah, That guy's really cool. He was in the Irish military as a mortarman, and then started writing sci-fi books on about the not Russian, Irish military on Mars.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, might
They
have to
are
look into
very
that.
good books.
I'll be honest, I didn't see that one. I've seen
Yeah, Jason
all the
hasn't seen
ones.
any of them.
I've seen all the ones with people I knew.
Yeah,
So if
that's
I know
okay.
them, I'm like, oh, I want to watch that.
Dude,
Wantland.
I'll see the
I want to
posts
get
like, hey,
Wantland
this
on
video's
because
coming
he
out.
loves them when you guys are on, but he doesn't
Oh,
want to come on. I'm like, damn it, Wantland.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
That's okay.
No, I
Did
see
Doesn't
you
you
hurt my
posting about
feelings.
them,
reach
and
out to anybody else from the hazmat crew?
Bates is in Puerto Rico on vacation
I saw
currently.
that.
Uh,
Rizzo
Me
ghosted
and
everybody.
Jason both tried Rizzo. We couldn't get him.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
I don't
could
know whatever happened
probably
to
get
Staff Sergeant Christopher.
he wouldn't talk to us
that type
if we wanted
18s
him
and
to.
fucking
He
You
sneak
wouldn't
know
right
talk
that.
to
in.
us.
There's no way. There's no way that dude would talk to us.
He'd be like, fuck you guys.
No way.
Dude, do you remember when like you and Pump were getting shot at over by your trailer in that fucking car
Yeah,
lot?
yeah, it
Yeah.
was your fault.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, because there was Steve-O, you've been out there before, right? There was like a little clearing right beside the trailer. There was freaking some cars and shit there,
It wasn't
and
some, dude. There was a lot. There was a lot of cars.
it's maybe 12 or 13. But
Okay, and
I,
I remember you fucking drunk as shit that morning of said incident, and you decided it would be in your best interest to walk the entire row of cars on the left side with a shovel in your hand and say, I don't think this car needs a windshield. Boom!
oh yeah, I remember that.
Every single
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
Damn.
that happened. That happened. Okay, so maybe it was kind of my fault, but but he stole some stuff and then wanted more. And
One
me and
more
Danny
thing.
went back to get that one more thing. And when we went back, um, that freaking the dude's kid showed up first, right? And like drove up there and he's like, "Hey, you guys got to get out of here. My dad's coming. You know, you can't be here." And we were like, "Okay." And then we're walking back to the El Camino, and this freaking truck, this truck's hauling balls, right? And it freaking slides sideways. This dude, like it would have been a real badass moment if he wasn't like coming after me, you know. But like the truck like slides sideways, and this dude like steps out like before it stops sliding, you know. And it's just like it like simultaneously his foot hits the ground and the truck stops sliding. It was pretty badass. It was like a Chuck Norris thing, and, and he gets out. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing here? You're stealing my shit!" He's fucking yelling and screaming. He's like, I'm gonna off you guys." He's like waving this gun around, and you better get out of here. And so we take off. And as we're taking off, this dude, we're trying to get in the car. He starts shooting the ground, and we're like, "All right, dude, we're leaving." You know, and we get in the car, and Danny doesn't want to, you know, put the back of the car towards this guy. So he's backing up and we're still looking at this dude, you know, and this dude freaking fires off and hits the bumper a couple times. And then freaking Danny slings it around, starts pulling out, and he's shooting at the freaking tailgate. It was
Jesus.
crazy. Yeah. And then we came out to your house in like Pink Hill or some shit.
No, that was Surf City.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we went out to where you were at and we stayed there for like 2 days. I think it was 2 days. We stayed there part of the
I was
weekend
having a
because we didn't.
barbecue that night, dude. Like you guys were
Yeah,
supposed to be coming over to the barbecue.
yeah, well, we didn't want to go back to the trailer because that dude, we thought he might be waiting on us, and somebody was waiting on us because we went to work and we told Staff Sergeant Christopher about it. You know, we're like, this dude is shooting at us. He's got a gun, and then Staff Sergeant Chris was like, I got guns too, and then friggin' we go back over there. And there's like I just wanted to get some stuff, and then I was gonna stay away for a little bit, right? And Staff Sergeant Christopher drives me over there, and there's this old lady in my driveway as we're pulling in, and she's like standing in front of the driveway so we can't pull in, and
I
she's
thought
yelling
this
and
all
screaming.
happened like you
No,
guys
this
you
was
guys peeled
the old
wheels and
lady
took
was
off
days
to.
later.
Oh, I thought that was the
No,
same day.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because I remember hearing this when you guys
Maybe.
showed up at the house. And she was standing at the end of your driveway as you guys were leaving from that lot, and she was like yelling something. So like Danny stopped the El Camino, and like
Oh
you were
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to.
yeah. But that was yeah. We freaking he stopped and he's trying to leave and whatever, and we just took off at that point. When me and Staff Sergeant Christopher came back days later, she was in the driveway again, and she stopped
Uh,
me and Staff Sergeant Christopher from getting to the house. And he leans out the window and he's like, "If you don't move out of this freaking driveway, I will run you over." And this lady's like, "They're messing around on my property, blah 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 blah." And he's like, "Well, now you're on his property, and I can shoot you." And
dude,
she
that
left.
was his thing though, dude. Like I remember he would come out and tell us like we'd be sitting in the shop over there on the 204 side, and he would just go, "You know what I like about Texas?" And we would just be sitting there like, "What?" And he would go, "If you come on my property and I don't want you there, I can shoot you."
Yep.
Okay, good to
I
know.
mean, and in hindsight, I mean, I feel bad. I mean, that lady was completely right. We were freaking, trashing her stuff. Um, we were completely in the wrong in every way possible.
Yeah, but we had no clue.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was somebody's shit.
True, but yeah, that was wild, wild times.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
But yeah,
I
then
think
I
my
remember.
favorite Staff Sergeant Christopher quote was when one day it was back at the VMX side. It was just raining because it was doing the random 5 minute fucking rain that it always did.
Hmm.
Jason went, "Why the hell does it rain every day?" And Staff Sergeant Christopher, without missing a beat, goes, "Because this place is hell and God's trying to put out the fire." And
That's a
I'm just
good
like,
one.
oh, I've never forgotten it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's funny as shit,
I always think
dude.
about old Jimmy Frabbit when he used to say that you remember he'd be out on the flight line, he'd just like lean over and like tug on a pad eye. You're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "I'm trying to find the drain that sinks this motherfucker."
Jesus,
He said, "I've been doing it for 30 years, ain't found it yet."
God.
dude. I remember Staff Sergeant Chris came into the shop one morning and walks over, doesn't say a fucking word. Not like, "Hey, what's up? Good morning. Go do this." Nothing. Just fucking walks straight in. And he had that lockbox. That big green fucking lockbox he had under his
Oh
desk,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
and he
the
would pull it
freaking
out.
the staff put locker or whatever it was.
Yeah, and he would pull it
Yeah,
out and he
yeah,
set it on the desk, and he freaking reaches back and he pulls out his pistol. He takes the magazine out and fucking tucks it in there, and he just looks over it, and we're all just like, like, what are we watching? And he goes, "Mother-in-law's coming to town. I don't want to do anything stupid." I was just like, okay, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Hey, do you remember Staff Sergeant Green and his fucking bitch please fucking stick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I do.
that hurt.
Yep, yep.
I remember doing something stupid, and he told me to put my arms out like this,
Hmm.
palms up, and
Well,
he just
he
came
used to give
across.
us a choice. He used to give
Yeah.
us a choice. He'd be like, "Do you want me to write paperwork about this, or do you want me to hit you with the stick?" Oh. And yeah, you just
In
hold
that
your
case,
arms out. He just starts smacking you in your freaking arms with this stupid thing. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
he
times.
used to get me across the hamstrings. was just like,
Yeah.
fuck, that really hurts.
Well, that was the choice. It was arms or legs. He would say that, arms or legs. I always
He
said
dis-
arms because I wanted to be able to walk.
I remember he disappeared one day out of the hazmat shop, and he went off to like the airframe shop, and they were fucking cutting boards
Oh yeah, I
and
got hit with that
drill.
board. I did. I
Dude,
did. He said, well, here was the thing. He said he told me that if I let him hit me across the butt with that freaking 2x4, that I could go home. And I was like, sweet, you know.
but
And
you
then he
weren't
did it.
thinking about like the pain that was gonna follow you home.
No, it was all right. It was all right. I mean, it hurt,
Yeah.
but the problem was is Westy had one too, and Byers says, I'll do it. Westy didn't make no deals. And Byers thought that he was going to be able to go home. So Westy freaking hauls and freaking smashes the shit out of freaking Byers' ass with that 2x4. And Byers is like, all right. And then he starts to go towards the lockers, and Westy's like, what are you doing? And Byers is like, I'm going home. I didn't make that deal. Get to work.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Poor guy.
That's funny.
Mm.
that's Nick for you.
Yep.
Whatever happened to Sergeant Nettie?
Fuck, I don't know.
I have no idea.
No clue.
Disappeared. Yeah, I don't really have too many fond memories of that guy. He
I
was just
remember
Pretty
him
there.
huge.
existing.
Yeah.
I remember him screwing us all over when freaking they were letting us just tell him what we were gonna make on our PFT, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I made freaking high first class," and then freaking whoever the hell freaking from upstairs comes down and is like, "What the fuck is this? You're telling me that you went up freaking 60 points on your PFT?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And then we had to run one.
Just our shop too, I think.
Yep, just our shop. We had to run one. And Staff Sergeant Chris had to
Damn.
fucking monitor it because Nettie freaking decided to embellish.
Fucking dickhead.
Because they said they're like, give us a realistic number. Don't give us the exact same as last year, because then it's pretty obvious if everybody has the same exact score, you know. But something realistic, and everybody was like, okay, well, 2 or 3 points higher or something like that. And this dude's like, oh yeah, I go freaking, 298.
Jesus.
Freaking idiot. Yeah, he's a douche. Who was that other freaking sergeant we had? Like right in the beginning. It's like freaking little D&D guy. The hell was his
Slish.
name? No, before Slish.
Yeah, because Slish came with me. We were in the same
Yeah,
school.
Slish was
That was
later. It was before Slish. He was like he was there at the very, very beginning.
I don't even remember then.
I don't either. I remember he existed, but he was like a weirdo, man. Like super weird.
You're not thinking
Kind
of
of like
Doherty, are you?
no, not Doherty.
You used to fucking
No, this
piss that guy off, dude. You'd put like your fucking Slayer fucking backgrounds or whatever on the computer, and he'd sit there and freak the fuck out and be like, "Oh, this isn't very religious," and he'd fucking, I don't know, that guy was fucking weird.
that's the only reason I did it. I did
I
it
know,
because
because
he
it
was
was
all
funny.
freaking
He was like
yeah.
uber religious.
Well, the thing was, is that dude was like one of those goths in high school. He was like super
he
freaking
was.
like he was satanic or some shit. And then he freaking finds God. He was just an extreme. He's an extremist. He went from being freaking extreme like satanic dude to being extreme godly dude. He had been 30 something years old before he figured out a happy medium.
Yeah, that guy was a interesting guy.
Then they came back. He came back as a civilian. He didn't know what the hell he's doing. He ended up getting fired, I think, because he didn't know what he's doing.
Probably.
Yeah, one of them dudes. I got a guy that works with us now. That's the same thing. He was, you know, he was 12 Charlie CDI. Nothing wrong with that. But he applied for an airframe CDQ position,
And now,
That's a
and
bit of a stretch.
it's like,
yeah,
and he
I
just
see.
he didn't know anything.
I see those posts every so often. They pop up on the V22 communities and stuff on Facebook. Like, oh,
Yeah,
hey, we're looking for a CDQ or CDI, blah 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 out here. And like, I'll just sit there and think like, that's interesting. That would be fun. But I don't have any of those fucking qualifications, and I never fucking tried to get them. So,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and plus, I like
I
where I'm
mean,
at now
yeah. I mean, you've been there for a long time.
a little bit. Like going on 8 years this September.
Yeah, I keep moving around, man. I was at Boeing for I don't know 5 years, something like that, and then the schoolhouse contract, just went away. So now I'm with freaking K and Associates, another contracting company, working at
Hmm.
the reserve unit. But like when I left the schoolhouse, I had a choice. It was like I could go to 204, right, which is like purgatory,
Yep,
and
that's where
then
Mick
there's
Miller is
the
at.
yeah. Well, then there's the PMI line over there near working with FRC. And what they do is they like prep the plane for FRC to do their freaking stuff, and then they put it
Hmm.
back together when they're done. And that's like Groundhog's Day because every month and a half you're doing the same thing over again, the same exact
Yeah,
thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So it was like Purgatory or Groundhog's Day. And then I found the listing for the reserve unit. And I was like, and it's a face shop basically. I mean, sometimes they go out and do other things, but it's a face shop, and
yeah,
it's just all civilian. And they try not to cross with the Marines at all. So if Marines start a job, we don't fuck with it. And if we start a job, we finish it. We don't give it to the Marines at all.
yeah,
So it's pretty chill. And then like because it's a reserve unit, they do they're freaking 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year, whatever the hell. And when they do that, the active guys have to come in on the weekend with them. Well, we're not coming in on the weekend. We're civilians. We don't do that. But because the unit is coming in on the weekend, they can comp those days. So two Mondays out of the month, they get off. So we get off. So that's kind of chill.
nice.
It's not nearly as chill as the schoolhouse. At the schoolhouse, I played golf like 3 times a week, but it's still pretty chill. Yeah, dude.
Damn, dude. Servo sent me a picture like a while back, dude, saying that he saw that they still had my picture up there as an
Yeah,
instructor. I want that
yeah.
picture.
Okay.
If you ever get a chance to go look for it and you find it, I want it.
Like
I don't have
like a
any.
picture of just you, or a picture of you in a class.
No, I have all the pictures of the classes that I taught with me
Yeah.
in the classes, but I don't have the. It was like the what the fuck, like your command board, like you had like,
Hmm.
the gunny, and then you had like all the sergeants, and then fucking, and I was up there, and I want to say it was in alphas
Hmm.
or
That's
something.
probably over there in 510. I never saw it in the airframes building.
Hmm. Okay. Well, if you ever get a chance to go check it out, dude, I'd like to have that
Yeah, I
picture
can
because I
check it
don't.
out. I go over there from time to time to shoot shit with people.
Yeah, I never got
Yeah.
a copy of it. That's why.
Okay. Well, I'll
That was
look.
like probably one of the more recent pictures before I got out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, I gotta cook dinner.
Yeah, I gotta go eat something.
We're rolling on 2 hours now.
Hell
It goes
yeah.
by fast, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it
I still
definitely
got all
does.
kinds of stories.
Well, we can do
So,
another one.
We'll have to
Okay.
we'll have to kind of maybe map the next one out because this one was kind of just like all over the place.
Well, that's Steve-O's MO.
Yeah.
I like
That's what's
going in
supposed to
without a
happen.
plan.
And he likes to start recording before he tells you. I've noticed that.
Well,
Yeah, I already
we had
know
the
that you can
countdown.
see it say that it's recording, so it's not like I'm being sneaky about it. Like I
Oh,
know that shows on your
you were
screen.
doing it with somebody, and it was recording for a while before anybody knew. I don't
Yeah,
remember who it was.
I don't
Might have been
remember either.
Byers.
Byers just didn't. Well, I did that on my podcast board, and he was just like, "No way, it's already recording." I'm like, yeah, Nick, the light's green. That means it's recording. Really? That's crazy. How do you know it's working? And I'm like, you see the sound levels going up and down right there? Wow, that's crazy. So we're recording? Yes, Nick, the light's green. It's like 5 minutes of fucking talking to a wall. I'm just like, fucking Christ, how are you, my friend? Are you fucking with me right now? He's just like, no, I just want to know. I'm like, yes, Nick, the light's green.
Nice.
Well,
All
it's
right.
definitely been fun catching up, guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Well,
All
hit
right.
me
So
up. Let me know you wanna go deep dive with me in my bathtub. I'll do it.
We
Team
definitely
Hazmat Part
want
2.
to get Bates in on that one too.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Love y'all.
All right.
All right.
Love you all
You guys
too.
take care.
You too.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.